Wow, we've heard so much great comments today. How to do more, how to be more, how to care more, how to make a bigger difference. I believe in order to do all of that, we need to trust more. I mean, if you look around the world today, literally every institution of modern life, I've never seen such low levels of trust. We're in a crisis. Now, I'd like you to think about, what if your success depended upon your teammates coming to work every day and putting their lives in your hands? And I don't mean that figuratively, I mean it literally, that they come to work 6 days a week for 2 years and every day depend on you for their life. Well, for 2 years I had the rare privilege and honor of being the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels. And that trust and confidence is built over time, and what I came to understand is that my teammates every day were asking 5 simple questions about me. And based on the answers they got, they would make a decision to what degree they were going to trust me. Are they going to fly here, or are they going to fly here? And I believe those are the same 5 questions that your team is asking about you, based on the axiom that in order to be trusted, you must be trustworthy. The first question is, do you walk your talk? Do you keep your commitments? Do you live up to your promises? Do you live the shared values? The second question was, because they knew without a doubt that I was going to be there when the sun was shining and the air was smooth and everything was going great, but they knew that there were going to be challenges coming during the season. And what they wondered was I going to be with them whenever times are tough, whenever we have to take a punch? And not only that, but just showing up, they want to know, am I going to show up playing my A game, leading them to victory? That's what they wanted to know. Throughout the season, we continue to refine and improve and get a little closer and a little lower and the show a little tighter as we continue to try to meet the standards of excellence and perfection of the Blue Angels, pushing human performance every single day. And so as we'd sit down at the table for our pre-flight brief, I could see question number 3 in their eyes, and that was, are you good enough to lead us today? This notion of connection applied just as much to our wonderful maintenance team on the ground as well. Notice the question is, do they believe you understand them? Now that's a different question than me asking myself, do I believe I understand them? Because what I think is interesting, but frankly not sufficient. What matters is, what do they believe? And when they believe that I get them, that I understand their hopes and their concerns and their best ideas and what their roles are and what their challenges are, they're going to be right there with me all the way. Now, throughout the season, from beginning of training till the very end, it was all based on clear, concise, and direct communication. Because at 500 miles an hour, we just don't have time to deal with misunderstandings. And so every debrief, we would focus on, how can we communicate better? How can we generate greater candor in order to perform better? Now, here's the big takeaway. What we had to learn to do in order to be successful in the air worked just as well on the ground, as well as in our personal lives, in our homes and our families, and out in the community. This idea of building trust and improving relationships, right? And this is not something that you can just set and forget. It's a constant work in progress all the time. And so I ask you, imagine what more we could get accomplished if leaders and teams everywhere ask themselves these 5 questions every single day.